Hey everybody, we're here at the 2022 Air Force Marathon Health and Fitness Expo. We got a chance to catch up with Grace Norman, triathlete and Paralympian. Grace, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Glad you're here. So at 1 o'clock today, you're going to be leading a mobility clinic here at the Nutter Center. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm partnering with Optimus Prosthetics, who is local here in Dayton, and they were my prosthetic supplier for the majority of my life growing up. And so today we're just going to be working with one of their PTs, Andrea Kinsinger, and we're going to be putting on a mobility clinic to help amputees, lower limb amputees, learn just a little bit more about running. We look at their form with stretching and just kind of an overhaul of like what we can do to help each athlete, particularly with running and nutrition and goals, and specifically working with running blades and running forms.
Oh, awesome. So what got you into running?
So running was my first love. I was born into a family that was what we did. We just ran. My mom was a collegiate runner. I'm the middle of 3 girls, and everyone ran. So I don't even remember a time where we didn't run. Like that was just like we'd go on family runs together. So I'm the middle child. I look up to my oldest sister, and she was a phenomenal runner in high school and college. So I wanted to be just like that. And so I started running when I was, pretty much out of the womb, but competitively in middle school and then high school, and went on to run in college as well.
Cool. So with running, there's got to be a couple of pre-race rituals or triathlons, a couple of those. So tell us, what is your pre-race ritual?
Yeah, so with a pretty substantial long running career, there's been a lot of iterations of the rituals. Mm-hmm. It used to be the warm-up socks, and then I had to make sure I had warm-up socks and race socks, but with triathlon I don't race in socks, so that's kind of moved on now. But pretty much now I'm a very superstitious person, so I try to keep them at bay as much as possible, but just making sure I get a good meal the night before, a good night's sleep, and the morning of, I need my coffee, I eat pancakes, and we're ready to go.
Oh, pancakes. Delicious. Good choice.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, I gotta make sure you have readily available carbs.
There you go.
Saying.
You heard it here. So what about your playlist? What's on your running playlist?
So it's interesting, kind of tying that with the pre-race rituals. I have pretty much taken music out of my pre-race rituals because in triathlon and at the high level of like Paralympics, you're not allowed to have music because you can't have headphones in. And so for me, I used to be very superstitious again, and I had to listen to the same song every single day, like every single race day. But because of that, I've kind of removed it. But now, definitely in training, still have music, need my pump-up jams. But I like to listen to just a lot of like hip-hop, whatever's, I'm not like don't really have a crazy playlist, but I like just anything upbeat, has a good tempo, and
cool.
Keeps me motivated.
That sounds great. So you are actually local, right? Where are you from?
Yeah, I was actually born in West Virginia, but I moved here when I was, 3, and I went to Xenia Christian, now is Legacy Christian, and so my family lives in Jamestown, Ohio, and I've been a Dayton local pretty much my whole life. I went to college at Cedarville University, and now I'm living in Bloomington, Indiana, so still not very far.
Well, it's super cool that you're coming back here at the 2022 Air Force Marathon to lead a mobility clinic. Are you doing any of the races?
Yes, I've been at this event a few different times and have not done any of the races. So this year is my first time doing a race. I will be doing the 10K. Nothing longer quite yet. I am working up to doing halves and fulls later in my career, but right now I stick to pretty much shorter 5Ks, 10Ks. So I'm excited to do the 10K tomorrow.
That is awesome. Very cool. So taking it back to that mobility clinic, is there any advice that you have for those who are going to begin blade running or amputee running?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to work with this mobility clinic. I love meeting new amputees. I am in the amputee community, but because of where I live and just racing all the time, I'm not really able to meet a lot of new people. I see a lot of the same people on like the international circuit. So I love meeting new amputees and seeing just their processes and how they're dealing with different prosthetics, and if I can give any, advice or like just encouragement of like how to use different blades or what to use, where to find it. And that's like one of my biggest, I guess, advice for new runners with amputees is like seek out people in your community that can help you. And even if that's not like, if your prosthetist doesn't have the ability to help with a running blade, but find the right equipment, because running on regular prosthetics, I know I did it for the first, 15, 16 years of my life, and it you can do it, but it's really painful, and it's not going to help you, feel like a natural runner. And so finding the right equipment, but then setting goals and not being so hard on yourself that if you don't achieve something right away, like don't quit, like keep going, because like that's how you eventually reach every single goal that you set, is you keep going and you seek out help and you get the right equipment, and just setting goals is a huge thing for me.
That's great. That's really good advice. Thank you. So we'll be seeing you out here at the expo and out at the race 10K on Saturday tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, good luck with your mobility clinic. Thank you so much for being here at the 2022 Air Force Marathon.
Thank you.